No, thank you. Nothing at all.
はい。で、この靴をちょっとあれしないと濡れちゃうんで。
いいですね。だってあんたの靴だと濡れてる。
あ、ちょっと開けて。
はい、どうぞ。
よいしょ。よいしょ。ごめんなさい。やだ。
Ah, Tom-san. We have been waiting for you. We have been waiting for you. Whenever. あなたもどうぞ。
あ、そっか。あ、席。
Very sorry, keep waiting for you.
ついでに持ってきます。
Okay. Well, it's very nice to meet you again. So many times ago we just meet you. Nobody care much about my uselessness. So this is very interesting story as far as our practicing is concerned. Oh, see. Okay, here is a very famous Chinese Zen master named Basso. When he's still within the practice, he always said, then his teacher named Hakujo just came close, came and said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" The boss just answered, I am sitting. What for? His teacher had asked him, what for? The boss just answered, I would like to I'm sitting in order to become Buddha. Then his teacher said, it's useless. It's totally useless. Then his teacher walked around and found a kind of clay, and he just loved it on the rock. Love it. The boss just asked, what are you doing? And then I'm trying to make by rubbing a clay. The boss said, it's useless. It's useless. His teacher said, we just say, you never able to become very important. Why his teacher just teach him at the university. We've already Buddha itself. We've already Buddha itself right now, right here. So as long as we are a Buddha itself, it's totally useless to just to try to become Buddha. So what we will be able to realize is, see, after practice, what we do, we'll be able to just realize is that, oh, we are always a Buddha. That's it. Right now, already Buddha. What's a Buddha is free to be completely satisfaction without any trouble. This is a Buddha. we should not misunderstand. We should not misunderstand our practice. The reason why we have to do that is not to become, not to become because we're already Buddha, so we don't need to do it. The thing is, even just Saitama Buddha will appear to say so. We will not accept. We cannot accept what they say. That's the reason we have to do that. Then eventually, what you think about the self, the self, what you think about the self completely drop away. Then you'll be able to, we're already good. That's things you can completely realize. That's it. Okay, so we go back to the text number 95. Useless. very great. So here is a kind of no, I never said so. Kind of useless. By the teacher,
This is the useless side. I think we met yesterday. My name's Neil. And, I'm just staying at the session.
My name is Nivranshu, and I'm here for the session as well.
Anything you have to do.
I'm Bryson. I'm originally from Australia, but I live here at Annon now.
No more. Okay. Okay. That's it. Then today's again, just teach us is useless. This expression, this word for it's acceptable. Acceptable. See, people just want to say, you are very useful. That's okay. But no, when you are said you are useless, so that's quite much acceptable. Although useless is the only expression or expression, so it doesn't matter. But this is very useless. So, what the again just teachers with title of useless. Today's title is useless. Okay, what he just teaches us is Zazen is simply sitting. Zazen is simply sitting in silence. Yeah. In a sense. Because although we are sitting in silence, but our brains already. It's all right. But we can cease even the thinking also just coming around. We need it after sitting or the more you think, the worry. But the thing is, Zazen is sitting. Zazen is simply sitting in silence. It is of no use. No use. Oh, sorry. Excuse us. Excuse us. No use what people think. That's useful. No, no production at all. No production. Even people think so. You never give up. You never give up. We never give up. That's right. It is the most useless way, generally speaking. So, and that's right. It is the most useless way, generally speaking. Yes, that's completely true. We never just produce anything as long as we just sit. See, but don't worry about it. See? Although it's a very but nothing considerable is useful. The most things is the most useful. That is that. This is. So, why at the beginning we have to understand what he teaches, Gilles teaches. So, the most useless things is the most useful. See? The most useless things is the most useful. That is that. Then the more you just say, the more you be able to understand what Jinen teaches. The most useless things is the most useful the aspect of things matter. Yeah. See? Why is that so? Just explain why it is. So, why is that so? The eyes see that which appears in front of them. That's obviously isn't it. When I face this, see, when I face this, see, say, come on, kind come on, we are doing it itself when I face it, our true reality. So as long as you just recognize this one as what you think about the self, there is a separation. This is the when I face this will just become as it. This will become as what we think about it. Say, see, I face this, see, I become this, and this one also become as what we think about it. Say, this reality. Unfortunately, if I just explain that, nobody understands what it means. See, there is a certain separation between this and this. See? This is what we think about the human beings, way of thinking. That is not true. That is not true. That's the reason why. Okay, the eyes see that which without doing, without nothing, without doing nothing, without doing anything, I simply become as it is. I simply become as it is. This activity or this only this activity or function we will be able to just act. We will be able to live. Only this. See, when I clap my hand, you simply just become sound. This sound itself. See. Excuse more coming. Although people never just understand what I'm talking, even in concept. Unfortunately, because this, I may say, this activity, this function, see, only exists. What you think about that? That's where we just this way. That is a creation of a thing. Never exists at all. And simply just become as it is. See? When I say this, I just become as it is. See? When I taste something, I simply just become taste. I just smell something. I just simply smell, become things as it is. This oxygen. So always I just become one as it is. Always become one. See? This is very simple. This is a very simple oneness. This is oneness is the truth of unity. See? As far as people are concerned, see, there are two things just happen. There are two things just happen. Always. One is the things being recognized, and the other one is the person who just recognized. Two things. Otherwise, you never will be able to recognize that thing, recognize things. But this is a total misunderstanding. So when I see this, I simply just become as it is. See, because there is no separation. I simply become one. See, there is no separation between this and this. So I just become itself. I just become itself. So itself, it is not necessary to know much about what itself is, but it is because of itself. See, we don't need to know much about what the oneness, or we don't need to know much about what it is because of itself. And it's impossible to know much about what it is because it's itself. Itself never need to know what it is because of itself. So this is it's a very hard to understand what I'm saying, even in concept. Always we just become as it is, always become one with others. this is the truth of this is the truth or reality of universe. Only this activity or this become your one, become your one. Always one. See, this is totally the important thing to realize who we are. The eyes see that which appears in front of them. That's obvious, isn't it? See, very quick. When I say it's become, when I see this, the things just come up. We're just doing anything. See? Because wonder. Because wonder. We don't know much about what it is. We don't need to know much about what it is. Because wonder. Without knowing, I simply become this. I know much about what it is. Without knowing. This is a very fantastic reality, but no understand, unfortunately. That's the reason we have to do it. Our existence is nothing concerned with thinking of. So, very, very grateful. Okay, once you, excuse me, once you understand this, then what do? It's silly. It's silly. It's silly. It's useless. Seems yeah, people never try to just think of serious. Think of it seriously. It's useless. It's silly. But this is the most important thing to realize who you are when I feel it. Simply I just become as it is. But people say, it's a sin. Exactly sin. That's the most important thing. As far as other people just want to realize who we are. We are all living our lives by way of this silliness. See, as I just mentioned, all this function, all this action, all this the activity, see, exists. None of others. What you think about this or that, or to mention about the knowledge. By the knowledge of academic matters. But that is totally a delusion. That's a totally delusion. Only this is a truth or reality of unity. That's a Shakyamuni Buddha realization. That's a Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. Very simple. Everything's just going wrong. That's here. However, we are all living our lives by way of this stillness. We are living, unfortunately, very useless, but very useful. So, although the patriarchs wants us to just realize, after that, is they just try to make us understand what the reality is. They had lots of troubles. So, because of the things they just realize is far beyond the concept, far beyond the thinking. So they just they mention about what they just heard. People never understand. So they just say they have been just thinking of what much how they'll be able to just how the people able to just understand what their realization is. Yeah. They will just they just try to just make people understand what they realize. People never understand because their realization is before recognition. See, before recognition, what people just what people will be able to understand is after recognition. They see, there is quite much difference. See, the difference between heaven and earth. That's what's different. See, I was just mentioning about what the people just think will be able to just think over after the creation. So after the creation, but after the creation is not true. See what happened between before the creation, after the creation is when I face day. See, I simply become as it is, one. This is before the creation. No separation between this and this. No separation. Then I recognize this as a kind of kind. At the same time, I recognize this as I for myself or whatever. See, this is not a truth. The reality is as it is, one, the end, complete end, nothing left at all. Then I recognize this, after I recognize this. Then there is certain separation, there are certain between this and this. See? Then you'll be able to recognize this one as it is. But this is not the truth. That kind of things just happening in your mind. Things what's going on right here is no separation. There is no separation there between this and this and end. And end. So nothing concerned with, you see, knowing or not knowing. Nothing concerned with knowing or not knowing. Because of oneness, because of itself. As I mentioned before, oneness. It's not necessary to know much about what oneness is because of oneness. It is impossible. It's impossible to know much about what oneness is. That's oneness. Because of one. That's the reason. That's the reason. Patriarchs who ancestors has a lot of trouble. As far as people are concerned, as I just mentioned, they'll be able to know much about what it is. But by thinking of something, just come on after the finish. Before the conclusion, thinking of something never just happened, never existed. This is a thing. So that we should not try to figure out what is Shakyamuni Buddha's realization by thinking of totally useless. Totally useless. Just sit. This is the only way. You'll be able to just encounter to yourself. It's the only sitting. Sitting is the only way to just realize who you are. So then what sitting is, Gary-san. Gary-san. How do you what the setting is? You see, this setting is a basic. This is a basic. So then the more your sitting become as it is. See, the more sitting become sitting itself. So your daily life become sitting. See, there is a very famous saying. See, Yoju-zama. It's your daily life. Yoju-zama is sitting. See, so the more you're just sitting, become sitting itself. So your daily life become sitting itself. That's much we like the Shakyamuni Buddha or patriarchs just recommend us to do that. Your daily life become sitting itself. Then eventually there is no separation between this and this. See? And then totally one. Totally one. Then you'll be able to realize who you are. There is no separation between this and this. As far as the people's viewpoint, there is a certain separation. There is a certain separation between this and that. This causes struggle. This causes question, problem, or so-called suffering. There is no separation. But as far as thinking, you see, if a kind of separation happen, then you'll be able to recognize this and this. Otherwise, you never be able to recognize this one as it is. So never be deceived by thinking of self. Never be deceived by thinking of self. So, excuse me, there is no other stage of being except for that which we can see right now. So this is the most important thing. See? The reality, the truth is only things just happening right now, right here. Nothing else, nothing more or less. See, only when I face the things just come out on our sixth sense. See? Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, the kind of the skin, all things. See? That's it. The things just come out on those six senses. But what people just think about, see, you see, with there are other things. There is another thing or other things just coming up in your mind. See? That kind of something exists. That is a total misunderstanding. Then that's the reason people just try to do something with what's the things coming out, or what things coming up in your mind. Only reality is what you face right now. No others. So people just try to figure out what's going to happen in your mind. That's totally useless. totally useful. We don't need to care much about it. See? But it's a totally difficult for us to do so. We all just try to figure out what's happening. Figure out what's happening in your mind. That's just the delusion. This is a delusion. The thing is, the truth is, the reality is what's happening right now on those your six senses. That's it. So you don't need to worry about anything. Okay, it is such an important path. It is, excuse me, it is a reality of the self. This is also very important. What the Jinen Roshi teacher says is a very important thing, but this one is a very important thing as well. See, what people think about this one is ourselves. This one is what you think about self. This is another. This is another what you think about self. This is a Dharma body. What our true self is found there. This is our truth. Our true self is when the face is. I just become our routine. This is the true of ourself. How do you that's reason. Our ancestors just had lots of hard times to just make us understand what reality is. There is no mutual understanding. There is that's a mutual understanding. Very fortunate. But even you don't know much about right now what I am saying, what the Shakyamuni Buddha just describes me, see, never give you. The more you just say, then the more you become as it is. Only thinking your soul become a hazard to understand, to realize this reality. What Shakyamuni Buddha realized, what Shakyamuni Buddha's realization is. Only thinking also. So the more you just release the thinking also, so then you'll be able to just accept what's the Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. That's much you do, doesn't it? Then you'll be able to just accept what's the Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. This is the most important things for us to do. Entirely different what people thinking of this. Okay, to do nothing is not a way that can be manipulated by human thinking. When they say, this is the cause of struggle. This is the cause of trouble. We just try to think about it. We just try to thinking of what do we have to do, but see, this causes trouble. See, simply just release as it is thinking. Simply just release the thinking of thought as it is. Then you're not gonna have any problem. This is very simple for us. It's too much difficult to do. That's the reason we have to do zazen. So the more you do zazen, you know, the more you'll be able to just understand the thinking is another truth. Thinking or thought is another truth. See? Then you'll be able to just release the thinking thought as it is. Otherwise it's very difficult. See? What people think about thinking or thought is true. True. But that is not true. See? Truth or reality is before recognition. Before recognition. When I face this, I just simply become as it is without doing anything. This is before recognition. And the things just totally end or finish or going on before recognition. Not after recognition. After recognition is creation of thinking. That's not true. That's a delusion. Other people are completely deceived. People are completely deceived by thinking. So then people think of the thinking or thought is true. Then it causes you trouble, causes trouble. How do you do it? Okay. If you too much too much saying how do you do you see the time running out. There are still more. Okay. If you turn your eyes from right to left, suddenly, effortlessly, all you see are the facts are the right. It is after you have already been saved. This is what is like to be saved. This is something like. See, when I see this, see, I just simply just become agitated. See, 10,000 changing in a moment. In a second. 10,000 changing in a second. See? How many changes happen when I just move something like this. See? Simply just, although such a quick movement, this simply just become as it is. This is such a tremendous and marvelous things you have. Congratulations. So if you can just make use of this, see, you have tremendous skills, much bigger than the unicorn. So this is our reality. So when I face this, I totally become as it is. This is true ourselves. We just become anything as it is, as we just face this. This one is so huge, tremendous, uncountable. Incredible things this the most biggest the biggest one people face. I see this one just becomes as it is. Such a huge thing, tremendous marvelous. Okay. what is it? Oh, okay. It wasn't a problem before people start thinking. This is most important. See, before recognition, nothing trouble, nothing question, problem at all. See, then you recognize the things after recognition. Then thinking will sort of come out in your mind. And the people try to think about the good or bad or useless or useful. How do you do? So then think what you think is the trouble question, problem just happen. After recognition, before recognition, nothing happened as it is. As it is. Nothing happened. So this is the most important thing to realize what's to ourselves need. Our true selves, our existence, nothing possible to trouble question over at all. See, that's much we are living peacefully, completely peacefully. That's living. That's not that here. Very good. The Karen, excuse me. Okay, the Karen reality is not trouble at all. Everything in life is the reality of the self. What is the reality of our true self? Not this one, but not what you think about the self. That is a delusion. That is thinking of creation of a thing. Yeah, our reality, our truth is when a face become, I simply become as it is. This, not this. Not this. Okay. If one manipulates truth by saying it is destructive or the emotional delusion. One's viewpoint, if one's viewpoint completely says, so we are completely separated from the thinking of soul, then you'll be able to, what you think about the self, completely dead. That. Right now, what you think about self just come out later. So always what you think about a self, always die, always dead. Then you recognize the things, then the kind of the self, come out later. Later. You don't need to worry about death, life and death. You don't need to worry about that. See, death, life and death just come out later. When I say, how do you do this thing? They said, life and death come out. Okay, so you don't need to worry about anything. And this way, when you just become, when I feel this, and I just simply become this, and when I feel this, and then I simply become this. If you can do this practice, if you do this practice, then about the self completely drop away. that's where it's going. Where it's going. See, this experience you here have, this realization you have, you are completely satisfied with your present, present self. Okay. It is another, it is another thing. It is another things. He had good or bad. The things I face, good or bad, or right or wrong. Just as it is, just as it is. And people just recognize this, and then thinking of sort of come out. And the people say this is that's just things happen later. That is not true. The truth is before recognition. We just concerning good or bad or right. This is reality. So we don't have any trouble. Nothing considered. See, our reality is nothing considered good or bad or the right or wrong or anything. Totally as it is. Okay. If the self dies, we have reached our goal, Buddhahood. See, once your thinking so completely ceased, then you'll be able to just understand. We are already Buddha itself. Congratulations. That's the reason. That's the reason we have to do it. That's if you do something, definitely you'll be able to just encounter through self. That is a Buddha itself. There is no problem. That is that. Thank you so much. Gary-san, once again, Gary-san, once again, see, there is nothing, we need anything else. We don't need anything else. Only one square meter space, 1 square meter space. Okay, that's enough. If you don't have that much, so half of it is enough. And the simply set. See, the setting is, what the setting is that whatever thinking of thoughts come up in your mind, simply just release as there. This as there. This is totally enough. And eventually, as I just always mentioned, this square 1 square meter space become whole universe. What do you think about it? Congratulations. Hi, thank you so much. Hi.